Hey there, welcome back to our holiday building series. In this episode, we'll be building a candy cane swing set for our Winter Village themed playground. Be sure to stay tuned until the very end so that I can give you an idea of what we'll be building in the next episode. Let's get started. We're going to build the double swing set first. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this hole. This is a 15 by 7. So I'm going to wrap the outer ring entirely with the dark oak planks. You can use any color, but these are the colors that matches our Winter Village. So all I'm doing is I knocked out the 15 by 7 hole, and then I went ahead and outlined all the outside with this wood here. Next, I'm going to fill out the entirety of this with sand. So sand is just like softer area that you can land on. You can use any color that you want. It could be for any type of playground, but I think the sand is very neutral and it kind of matches and blends well with what we're building in here. So we're going to go with that. I absolutely think you can play with different colors as well because, you know, newer playgrounds are much cooler and they have a lot of color going on. But this should be okay for us to start this way. I'm going to go ahead and bring that over. Great. Now we're going to go ahead and start placing our candy canes. I'm going to start with the smooth block of quartz here, just in the middle of the sand. So it'd be like the 5th one to the left. Bring that up, 1 block. And then alternate to mangrove planks, 2, 3, 4. So we're just going to build a 4 tall pillar. And then I'm going to place these stairs facing that way. And then the full plank, and then the stairs placing the opposite way. Underneath, I will be placing the mangrove planks, and that is our first candy cane. Now I'm going to go ahead and utilize this. I'm going to bring it over by 1 and 2, knock out the middle, and then we're just repeating that by building it the opposite way. So I'm just going to go ahead and place the stair there, just copy, so it's alternating. You can build these really fast once you get the hang of it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Place this down. And then that block right there. And that should be the first set of candy canes. You're going to skip a block again. Build another set. So you're going to go right there. And then go up until you are done. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Stairs. It's just going to be a 4-block tall pillar, and then you start adding the stairs. So it should be easy to remember. You can make these as tall or as short as you want, just depending on, you know, how big you want your swing set to be. I kind of think smaller is a little bit better for this side, so we'll go with that, but you're gonna see we'll build the bigger one in a second. Go ahead and bring that down, and then 1 more. And we should be good there. Now in the middle here of the candy cane, you can see we're going to skip 2 blocks. I'm going to knock out 2 blocks there. Same with the other side. I'm only doing this so that I can add some lighting. So I'm placing a redstone torch and then a redstone block on top. Now, if you want to play with redstone, add some daylight centers, all that stuff, or some, you know, cool mechanisms, feel free, but these are just super easy to build here. Next, I'm going to bring down the chains on the candy canes on the inside. I'm going to bring it down twice. I'm going to have to crouch like that, and then I'm using the pillars over here just to bring it over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm knocking out that one. So that would be our first swing set. And over here as well, you can also build it up ahead of time. 2, 3, 4. Knock that out, and then you can just place your chains like so. And there you have your little cute swing set for the park that we are building. I'm going to go ahead and build the big one over here. It's the same exact process. You're just going to build it 1 taller. So I'm going to start on the edge here. It would be 1 and 1. Let's keep that started. We're going to go red, white, red, white. All right, and then red. This will be 6 tall pillar. I can do the same over here as well. So it'll be red, white and red, and alternate it until you get 6 blocks tall. It should end with the red one. And then you do the stairs. So stair, red, and then stair. And then it goes under. Same over here. It's going to be stairs, red, stairs, red. So the cutest candy canes. This is a much bigger swing set, so I am building this a little bit more. 2, 3, 4. All right, flick those up, remove that one, and then add the chains on the bottom of the candy cane here. 2, 3, 4. I hope you like this tutorial. Notes for the big swing set, the box is actually a 9x8. You can kind of see it's a little bit skinnier over here so that it's a little more even. But you can make it however wide or as tall as you want, as I mentioned before. Now for the next episode, I am hoping to build a really cute playpen. So I kind of mocked out the outline over here. You can kind of see, I'm thinking maybe the playground will start over here. Some slides or something like that, maybe a sandbox or jungle gyms or things like that. So let me know if you have any ideas as well, but I am looking forward to adding this playground to our winter village. Thanks for watching.